I'm Todd Vanderheiden in for Sandy today. It's the 80th anniversary of D-Day, the massive invasion by land, air, and sea that would liberate Europe from Nazi Germany. More than 150,000 soldiers landed on the beaches of Normandy, France, including close to 15,000 Canadians. 80 years later, in a world divided, veterans traveled back to commemorate loss and victory on the same beaches that they once liberated. Our coverage begins with CTV's Joy Malbon at the beach where the Canadians landed all those years ago. Joy.
Todd, the last few Canadian veterans from D-Day were back once more on Juno Beach, making this ceremony all the more memorable. On a day to celebrate the last living witnesses to a battle that arguably changed the world, there was symbolism and skydivers, but only a handful of Canadian veterans who were actually there. Boots on the ground, storming the beaches of Normandy, on the sea and in the air. Their average age now, 100. Greeted by royalty.
Standing here today in peaceful silence, it is almost impossible to grasp the courage it would have taken to run into the fury of battle that very day.
Canadians pushing, persisting, determined in a campaign to free France, but it came at a terrible cost. 359 Canadians killed on D-Day alone. Thousands more in the battles to come found their resting place here.
There are no words to describe the immensity of the debt we owe you.
The Prime Minister greeting Canada's most decorated veteran, General Richard Romer. 13 veterans in military uniform have made the trip. Captain Bill Wilson was part of the Allied landings in Normandy. He remembers.
It was a bloody shame, all those kids getting killed, I'll tell you. Sitting out there on the water, seeing all those landing craft going in to land on the beach, knowing damn well that the Germans were waiting for them by that time.
What an honor to see you here.
This likely their last chance to return to the beaches, to remember those kids and the soldiers that were lost. A last opportunity, perhaps, to celebrate the few survivors left as their memory becomes history, passing that torch of remembrance to a future generation. Joy Malbon, CTV News, Juno Beach.